Hello Facebook ads people, I'm Konstantinos, and today I'm going to show you a live example ad account where I'm operating with average results, and I'm going to show you why it's important not to close your campaign super fast and how you should treat an ad account like this in order for you to always be profitable. If you have seen several of my videos, you know that I really like to work with average results in an ad account, and the reason is that sometimes a campaign is going to do well, sometimes it's going to do bad, another campaign is going to do well, and all of that it's helping you to have just like an ecosystem of campaigns, like a living organism which is actually working and it's operating and it's giving you profits. So when you go and you just start touching things here and there and you just do all of these things that you shouldn't do, then you're ruining the ad account and eventually your ad account is actually collapsing. So in order for me to prove that to you, I'm going to show you a period of 3, 4, 5 months of an ad account that I'm not touching it at all, because this is what I should do over there and it's actually working. Sometimes one campaign is doing worse, but the others are doing better, and sometimes another campaign is doing worse and the others that they were doing worse before, they are doing now well. Hi guys, I would like to interrupt this video in order to talk to you about my new mentorship programs, and I would love if you go to the website. You're going to find the link in the description, or you can find it in the menu of my website, and over there you're going to be able to see the different mentorship programs that I have. You can find the one that is going to fit better your needs, and I will hope to see you there. In one of my past videos I also talked about the daily loop theory, which is something that I started analyzing more and more so that you can understand why this is happening. And here in this ad account, this is more obvious. On Facebook wants to give us just specific amount of sales. It doesn't matter if they are going to come from one campaign or from 2 or for 3, still it's going to give us the same thing on an average always. And let's go to my PC. Let me show you how I'm treating this ad account. Let me show you why it's actually a taboo to think that you're not touching your ad account, so you're not working. If I should not touch my ad account, that's a blessing. I'm not going to do it, and I'm not going to ruin my results. Now, if one of my clients is actually annoyed by that because I'm not touching the ad account, then this is their problem and they can always fire me. But let me tell you that in the long term, whoever understands that and they don't touch their ad account, which is also something that I'm working towards, to building a mentality to all of my students on or the Chosen 5 program, mentorships and stuff. This is something that's really important. You are doing changes on the ad account only when you have to, not just because you want to play or just because you want to pretend that you are working very hard for the ad account. All of this doesn't matter if you're not getting the results that you should get. Okay, so let's go into my PC. Let me show you this ad account. You will see some campaigns doing really bad for a period, then doing well, then another campaign doing bad, but the average is still good, so I'm keeping it. And if this is not going to convince you, then I don't know what else is going to. So we are in this ad account. This is another account that doesn't have a lot of spend, okay, but it proves my point. The things that are working on smaller ad accounts, they're working also on bigger. Of course, on bigger ad accounts you have there are more possibilities of having bad campaigns here and there, and when something goes wrong and you are unprofitable, it hurts you more because you are losing more money. That's the difficulty of the bigger ad accounts when they scale a lot. But here we have another account which has spent from December 1st to June 26 around 60k. It's not a big spend. The break-even ROAS on this account, because it's a digital course, it's actually 1 ROAS, okay? And over here we're having 2.74, so the results are very good, and we're always saying with the owner that as long as we are above 2, we can do that. Now, can we scale a little bit more? Yes, but the owner didn't want to give more budget for scaling. We just focused on getting the best ROAS that we can with the spend that we have. What I want you to see here is, for example, on the last 7 days, by the way, this is retargeting, and these are 3 cold traffic campaigns that they're optimized. One is 50, 100, and 150. Crazy methods. Both of these are crazy methods. And as you can see inside here, we optimized to 2 ad sets. Over here, we have optimized to this. And now, what I would like to do is to take you through a period. You're seeing this one, 0.53, okay? Obviously here I tried to optimize the learning the budget. I couldn't actually save it. Let's go on April a little bit. Again, we are having good results, but this time we're not having a lot of spend. Do you see 50-50? So I'm not scaling a lot. I guess I start scaling at this point. Here we're having one with 1.3, still it's fine in terms of ROAS. Let's continue. Let's go now on this one, okay? So this one has 1.42. You can see that this campaign is still active even today, which means that I'm keeping it for the sake of average results. Let's continue on May a little bit, just because most of the problems started on May, I believe. Here in May, we started very strong, okay? We all knew that the start of the May was very good. And then in the middle, we had problems, okay? I think around here, okay. So around here, you can see that we have problems over here with this and this and this. Obviously over here, the 2.49 is really good. We're doing pretty well with the average results. Here, 1.61, okay? May 20 to May 27, 1.61. I'm not closing this one, I'm maintaining it, okay? And let's see how this one, because I'm checking it, it's going to do on the next period. So this one now is on 2.61, so it actually recovered on its own, okay? Let's see it again, from 19 to 25. This one is on 1.57. Most people were going to come here and touch it and, you know, start ruining it. 26 to 31. This is on 2.10. Still my average results are good. And then we're coming on this period, which is actually much better, 2.06. And now we have another problematic ad, this one, 1.51, okay? Again, I'm having 2.06, I'm holding the results, okay? So let's do 6 to 10, for example. This one actually recovered. Now we have a problem over here on this one, that we're seeing that it has 1.55. Let's see if it's going to recover on the next period. 2.6. Now we can see that we have a problem on another campaign with 1.94. And let's see how it's recovering. We have this now, okay? Now our retargeting campaign didn't bring good results, but in the last days I think we have some results. And now we have a problem with this one, but we're just going to keep it because again the average results is on 2.37. That's what I'm trying to prove here, that basically, of course, in the previous month, it's more difficult for me to prove it to you because I have campaigns that I stopped and all of that. But in the last month, which I know that I'm keeping these campaigns, and that's my whole philosophy, I'm not just going to close this ad that has 1.23. On the last 7 days, it's still fine. But if we see the tendency, it has 1.55 from 21 to 25th of June. So I'm not going to just close this ad, this campaign over here, because on my average results, the results that I'm getting are really good, and I don't want to ruin that. So what am I going to do is I'm going to wait, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to recover. But you can see over here that there is a balance in between all of the campaigns, getting a certain amount of sales. So here we have 36 sales. Let's see a little bit from periods of 5 days, okay? So in 5 days, we get 32 sales. Another 5 days, we get 38 sales. Another 11 to 16, I guess. No, 11 to 10 to 15, I guess. 42, we got more sales. 16 to 20, 39 sales, okay? 21 to 25, 36 sales. So you can see that in average, we're getting the results that we are going to get anyway, and sometimes we're going to get more if there is a good period, or we're going to get less. This is also part of the daily loop theory, okay? So if you do one campaign that it's actually having all of the spend over here of the cold traffic, so let's say that we do a 200, 300 campaign, we're going to get the same amount of sales. If we do now another campaign and we push another 100 or another 150, most probably we're going to get the same amount of sales, but it's going to be scattered this time among 4 campaigns. Sometimes though it's not going to be, and we're going to be able to scale. And the reason is because we can scale with our products, or we can scale on a different country, or we can scale with different creatives that are showing the product from a different perspective. All of this is important, but anyway, we're not here to discuss the daily loop theory. Here you can watch the video and the other videos that I'm going to produce for it. But over here, we are here to discuss about the average results, and that by just watching one campaign doing bad, if your average results are good, there is no point of you turning it off. You can just keep it, and you are going to be happy at the end of the day, because the results are going to recover, if the ad account is healthy, and all of that. But give it time, okay? A campaign that's running for a long period is not something that you should be willing to lose so easily, because you're losing engagement and the campaign that has a lot of data. I hope that helped you. That's why I really like visual examples, okay? So you have a visual example, you have seen how it was working. I wasn't touching it. I'm honest with you, telling you that it's not something, many people would use it like, I came there and I just poked the budget by $10 and then I decreased it just to show that there's a secret recipe over there. No, it's not about that. It's about not touching the ad account if your average results are good, because the campaigns are having this effect. They're recovering, then they're doing bad, then they're recovering. So if you operate like this, on the long term, you are always going to have better results from what you are going to have in the short term by just touching all the time. We need to categorize a little bit what is a good ad account and a bad account. In a good ad account, you can behave like this, but in a bad ad account, which is new or it doesn't have good results and stuff, touching things and making new campaigns and stuff, maybe it's necessary because you are losing money. Over here, we're not losing money, which is my point here. So there's no point of touching it because you're not losing money, you are making money. The idea and the concept that I'm going to touch it to make it better, which apparently some owners have or some other people that they do Facebook ads. I believe that the people who are experienced Facebook ad experts, they are not having this mentality because they have done it many times and they have failed, including myself. The owners have this mentality because they just want to get more profits, and it makes total sense. You have to be there and you have to tell them that, look, if we do that, you are risking of having worse results instead of having better results. I hope it is clear. Don't forget, guys, that if you want to learn more, you can check my book, my course, my website, my mentorship programs. And until we meet again, guys, be creative and be consistent.